Hello and welcome to Dial C For Cricfit. This is Price Picks presents match preview of Chennai Super Kings versus Sunrisers Hyderabad. Now looking at both the sides here, if you look at Chennai Super Kings, they're at the top of the table, unlike last season. And if you look at Sunrisers Hyderabad, they're down. They're last in the points table. They've won only one match in this season, lost 4 games in 5 matches. And look at Chennai Super Kings. It's the other way around for them. 5 matches, 4 wins, 1 loss. And which is why this match is very important for Sunrisers Hyderabad because another 2 losses and they might just not qualify for the playoffs here. So now if you look at the toss here, Sunrisers Hyderabad have won the toss. They've elected to bat first. It will be interesting again. They're batting first here. They brought back Manish Pandey. Now, this is a topic we have been debating since a long while. Why there has been no Manish Pandey. And today, surprisingly, Sunrisers Hyderabad have decided to include Manish Pandey in the side. So Manish Pandey is back here, and so is the link in the comment section below. So do hit that link and join us for our discussion here as we take a look at the Sunrisers and Chennai Super Kings lineup, what has gone in place and what has gone wrong, what has gone right, everything. So looking at Chennai Super Kings, they have made 2 changes. Lungi Engedi goes out, Moin Ali is back in place of Dwayne Bravo and Imran Tahir. On the other hand, Abhishek Sharma, Virat Singh miss out and they have brought back in Sandeep Sharma and Manish Pandey here. So both the sides have made couple of changes here. Now taking a look at the Chennai Super Kings side first, we have Ruturaj Gaikwad, we have Faf du Plessis, Moin Ali, Suresh Raina, Ambati Raidu, MS Dhoni, Ravindra Jadeja, Sam Curran. I mean, look at that batting depth. Other than Lungi Engidi, I think everyone can bat in this lineup, and which is why it makes Chennai Super Kings lineup so crucial in this tournament here because it's one of the very few teams that bat deep until 10. So if Chennai Super Kings here, they bat till 10. They have Gaikwad in form, Faf du Plessis in form, Moin Ali, Suresh Raina, Ambati Raidu, MS Dhoni. Everyone has been scoring runs. Okay, MS Dhoni has not batted that much, but we can always look at how deep this batting goes into. If you look at Ravindra Jadeja, again Ravindra Jadeja had hit 37 runs in the last match in the last over against Harshal Patel in 6 deliveries. I mean six deliveries, 37 runs. Okay, not six, 7 deliveries, 37 runs. That was just incredible batting from Ravindra Jadeja, and which is why if you look at how these teams have batted in this tournament, if you look at Chennai Super Kings has been a batting component for all the teams. If you look at how each one has performed on every occasion. Now look at Ambati Raidu, who hasn't got those runs going, but will be interesting how he performs today. Now we'll take a look at Sunrisers Hyderabad's side here. And yeah, I think I've been joined by Pranay. I'll get in Pranay here as soon as possible. But before that, we'll just talk about Sunrisers Hyderabad's lineup here. We have David Warner, Johnny Bairstow. Now, Johnny Bairstow, very unlucky, unfortunate, or maybe I can just call it a bad decision to not bat him in that super over against Delhi Capitals. He was the one who took the charge on the bowlers, and it just didn't go in place the other day. You sent out David Warner to open with Kane Williamson. I mean, it made really no sense, and I think to back my opinion, I'll just bring up Pranay here. Hello, Pranay.
Hi, Amay. Good evening to all the viewers.
Good evening, Pranay. I was just talking about Johnny Bairstow not batting in the super over the other day against Delhi Capitals. Do you think that Sunrisers made a wrong call in not sending Johnny Bairstow when he was the one who was actually scoring runs the other day?
It was just not wrong. It was, horrible because he is someone who can attack in such situations. Looking at the SRH lineup, he will be my go-to man if there is a super over. It was quite surprising that he didn't come out to bat that day.
Yeah. And Pranay, if you look surprisingly, Sunrisers have finally got back Manish Pandey. I mean, we were questioning where is Manish Pandey since a long while, but now he's finally back in the middle order. Might just perform now. If you look at the middle order here, you have Kane Williamson at number 3, Manish Pandey number 4, Kedar Jadhav number 5, Vijay Shankar. I don't know why, but yeah, number 6. You have Rashid Khan. Suchit also showed that he can bat in the last game. So now, do you think this Sunrisers side looks settled by a fair bit here?
No, because the big factor that they are missing out is Bhuvneshwar Kumar. because Siddharth Kaul and Khalil Ahmed are someone who can go for runs more, and during odd days that they go for good spells. Otherwise, there are some bowlers who get concede a lot of runs. So someone like Bhuvaneshwar Kumar will make it look much more settled than what it is now. The batting, yes, it looks comparatively settled only if someone like Kedar Jadhav can improve his strike rate, given the kind of strike rate he had last year and even in the previous match. I mean, he had no intent. So these are two places where they need to figure out what
Yeah.
needs to be done.
So, Pranay, there's one weakling in this batting lineup of Chennai Super Kings, and that is Ambati Rayudu. I don't recall any big innings from the Chennai Super Kings batter here. Again, Chennai have heavily relied on Ambati Rayudu since last few seasons, last couple of seasons, we could say. But in this season, 6 matches, 64 runs, average of 16. Okay, there's IPL everywhere here, but yeah, average of 16 and just hit 6 sixes, 2 fours. I mean, those figures are horrible for someone like Ambati Rayudu here.
Ambati
Any
Rayudu.
thoughts on Ambati Rayudu here?
So yeah, I mean, they must be going on the basis of the reliability of his earlier innings, because if you remember in 2018, he had scored 100 against Sunrisers Hyderabad. So
Yeah.
that must be at the back of the mind of the team management and MS Dhoni, and so maybe that's why they are still going for him. Otherwise, they do have a good backup for Ambati Rayudu, which is Robin Uthappa.
Yeah. Yeah, Robin Uthappa is also there, but would you rather bat Robin Uthappa at the top or in the middle order?
Well, of course, I would any day back him at the top. But then, if at the top, then where? Because Ruturaj
Yeah.
Gaikwad is performing well. Then Faf du
Yeah.
Plessis is performing outstanding, not just well, outstanding. And of course, Suresh Raina at number three, and Moeen Ali at number three. So then
Yeah.
Suresh Raina. So if Robin Uthappa can find a place in this lineup, it will be only in the place of Ambati Rayudu. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I don't think he will go for at the top order. But the position which is suitable for him is, of course, the top order.
Yeah. So to back Ambati Rayudu today, we have got this special stat of Ambati Rayudu. He has scored 496 runs in 15 innings against Sunrisers at an average of 45 and a strike rate of 132. Normally, we have seen Ambati Rayudu, who is a good player of spin. So again, I think he has dominated Rashid Khan and I don't recall Rashid Khan getting Ambati Rayudu out here. So again, now looking at this stat, this might just boost Ambati Rayudu's confidence here.
Of course, I mean, they must have also gone through the stats. And if you remember, before the KKR versus CSK match, after the KKR versus CSK match, Ruturaj Gaikwad specially mentioned that it was MS Dhoni who motivated him, and he gave him that psychological benefit, no, not benefit, I should say, but then of course
Yeah.
MS Dhoni, made sure that Ruturaj Gaikwad's morale doesn't fall down. So I'm sure he must have done the same with Ambati Rayudu, and that's why they are persisting with him.
Yeah. So let's welcome Sahil and Kavish as well. Yeah. Hello, Sahil and Kavish.
Hi, Amay. Yeah.
So Sahil, we're talking about Ambati Rayudu in this season. 6 matches, 64 runs. What are your thoughts on Ambati Rayudu's performance in this season so far?
I think statistics are like mini skirts, So I'm not a big fan of statistics, So I think in the first game he scored around 23 runs in 13 deliveries. Once he has gone out for 0. Otherwise, I think he has played has he played all this 5 innings? I think 5 innings, right? It will be 5 innings.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
this is the
If
sixth
you count
game.
today's, no, I counted today's game as well. So today will be a
So
sixth
5.
game.
Yeah,
5
and in
games.
other 2 games, again, he has always got 20s and all, and played with a really good strike rate. So I don't think so there is any issue of form. And last time he got a bit of injury, but he played really well. So I don't think so there is a matter of concern. In fact, the last time, if you see, this intent was missing in 2020 IPL amongst most of the CSK players. But there is intent, so I don't think so there is need to worry. He's striking the ball well, and every time he has gone out, because in the quest of scoring quick runs, because there is so much batting down the order. So I don't think so. I think he's doing his job really well. Nothing to worry about, and I'll continue to back him because he has not done bad at all. You look at the strike rate, Amit. I think it will be above 140 or something, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
156. Yeah.
So that's fantastic. So I mean, nothing to worry about. And when you have such a batting lineup, I think it's more than enough. So I don't
Yeah.
think so. He's doing anything wrong. His approach is really good.
Yeah. So we'll talk about the bowling of both sides, but before that, we'll just have our fantasy picks being presented to you here. So these are price picks under and over price picks here. So here it is. Well, that was it. Our over and under picks for this matchup between Chennai Super Kings and Sunrisers Hyderabad. So, Sahil, Pranay, and Kavish. Now we'll talk about the bowling lineup of both sides here. Now, today, if you look, Chennai Super Kings, they have left out Dwayne Bravo and they have left out Dwayne Bravo and Imran Tahir. They've brought back Lungi Ngidi and Moin Ali. Now, Moin Ali missed out the last match due to an injury, so he's back. There's no question of him. But would you rather have Imran Tahir in the side, Sahil, instead of a Ngidi?
No, I would tell you a reason. Because if Imran Tahir comes in the squad, I don't have any other death bowler. If you see, except Shardul Thakur, Deepak Chahar and Sam Curran are not death, bowlers
Yeah,
who could bowl well in the death. They are mainly swing bowlers who will get help in the middle. So you need a death bowler. And somewhere I feel on this pitch, you would need a pacer like NGD because, Bravo is also not like a full-fledged pacer. So he gives you the
yeah,
option of batting. But anyways, I have so much batting. I still have batting till number 8 along for Sam Curran. In a T20, you don't need batting till even if you're batting till number 7, you're sorted. And in this case,
yeah,
anyways, I have batting till number 8. So I think it's the right decision to bring in a Lungi Nigidi. You need someone to bowl in the net, and I think Ngidi and Shardul Thakur will do the job. So I think it's a right tactical decision, and somewhere I thought so that it is the right that these two will be dropped, and Moin
yeah.
Ali and Ngidi will come back into the squad.
Yeah. So we'll bring Kavish in here. Kavish, what do you think? Dwayne Bravo is not playing today. They have brought in Lungi Ngidi. So thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I think that Gidi is like a better bowler than Dwayne Bravo in the death as well. Mainly, Moeen Ali has been in great form, so I'm really happy that he is brought back into the side. He like there was one match where his figures were just outstanding. I think he took 3 wickets
Yep.
for 7 runs and he bowled 3 overs. So we saw, and he's been in great touch as well for his
Yep.
batting. He can
Okay.
he
Yep.
can nail those gaps whenever you want.
Yeah. Kavish, we'll come back to you here. Pranay, talking about Sunrisers bowling now, they have brought back Sandeep Sharma, who was missing since last few games for unknown reasons. I'm not sure if he was injured, but in the match against before the match against RCB, we spoke about this that Sandeep Sharma has a brilliant record against Virat Kohli, but still they dropped him for 2-3 consecutive games. Similar state with the Manish Pandey fiasco as well. I still don't know why he was dropped. Now he's back in the side here, but talking about the bowling attack, now you have Suchit to bowl those left arm spinners. You have Sandeep Sharma in. You have Khalil Ahmed, Siddharth Kaul. Now suddenly you don't have Natarajan. You don't have a Bhuvneshwar Kumar. A lot of the responsibility falls on these bowlers here now, in the absence of the two speedsters of India.
Of course, because see, someone like Bhuvaneshwar, I won't say Natarajan, but yes, definitely Bhuvaneshwar. He can take lead of the bowling attack. He can, in case one of his colleagues is going for runs, then maybe he can just calm them down and help them with what to bowl. And that right now is missing with SRH because now,
Yeah.
if Khalil Ahmed goes for runs, then who is there to help him? I mean, only David Warner or Kane Williamson can just go to calm him down, but. Some lead bowler is needed for such purpose, which is not there in the Sunrisers playing 11 right now.
Yeah. Sahil, how impressed were you to watch Suchit ball the last match? I think he gave away, I think, less than 25 runs in his 4 overs,
Yeah.
and also brought Sunrisers to a winning state with his batting. He showed that intent, which was missing
Yeah, I
in
think
someone like a Vijay Shankar.
Yeah, totally. I think he looks like a street smart cricketer. He bowled well within himself, not trying too many variations, stump to stump line and all. And I think he bowled really well, especially when you see they had lefties. He was bowling to Rishabh Pant and I think Shimron Hetmer as well. And I think
Yeah.
he brought the Hyderabad back in the reckoning with the boundaries of the last two deliveries of Avesh Khan's over. So I think he looks a street, like I said, a street smart cricketer. I think a good kind of all rounder, which SRH was missing in the few games before.
Yeah.
But today again CSK has four left-handers: Jadeja, Sam Curran, Moin Ali is back, and there's one more. I always there are so many left-handers that I sometimes forget to keep track. I think it is Raina. Sorry, Suresh Raina.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so it will again be a challenge for him how he performs. I mean, but his job was will be like last time to give good kind of support to Rashid Khan. So it will be a great battle. And Delhi is a small ground. It's again a
Yeah.
small ground, so you would expect high scoring runs. So I think if CSK wants, sorry, if SRH wants to keep pressure on CSK, it will be 170. And I think it's a good toss to win and bat first because CSK have not been challenged chasing. Only
Yeah.
time they were chasing where they dismissed Punjab for 105 runs. So they have not been challenged to chase any score above 170. So if they score above 170, I think we have a match in our hands, and it may get a bit difficult for CSK, but they have the batting lineup, so it will be really interesting today. You never know; they can surprise CSK SRS today.
Yeah. So Sahil, me and Pranay spoke about one thing about the Sunrisers lineup here before you
Yeah,
joined. So
yeah,
they have brought in Manish Pandey. You have Kedar Jadhav in the middle order. For opening, your openers are performing. Okay, David Warner has been on the lower side, given that his track record has been averaging over 50 since last 5 or 6 seasons. But if you look at Johnny Besso in the last match, he was hitting the ball, clean as he would normally do. Then you have
right.
Williamson number three, Pandey number four, Zadav, Vijay Shankar. Yeah. So, do you think this is a settled batting unit by a fair margin? The same question I asked Pranay. Pranay said he doesn't think so. So, what are your
See,
thoughts on this?
whatever I would have gotten Abdul Samad, but then he's injured, so let's not talk about that. See,
Yeah.
whatever said and done, Manish Pandey, Kedar Jadhav, Vijay Shankar have played for Team India. You don't get just selected for Team India just on basis of lottery. You need to have some kind of talent, and it's very important that you back your Indian players well. So I know Kedar Jadhav had a horrible tournament last year. Vijay Shankar has not been consistent at all, and even Manish Pandey has been slow. But still, I feel you have to back a certain set of players. I think if this batting lineup would have been there consistently for the first five matches, maybe you would have seen different results. So I think, and because there are too many experiments going on, so I
Yeah.
think this is the batting lineup they should at least back for next three matches for sure, including this match. So I think this is the best batting lineup they could have in absence of Abdul Samad. Hello.
Yeah. So, yeah. I was on mute here. Match is about to begin. Sahil, give your pick for today. Wrong question to the wrong person, but yeah.
I think CSK, obviously CSK, and it will be very important for them to get wickets of Johnny Beresford and David Warner in the first 6-7 overs. Otherwise,
Okay.
they can take the match away, and they would be willing to restrict them around 160, 165, not above that. And if
Okay.
Sunrisers score above 170, CSK would be under pressure. But I'm backing CSK for sure.
Okay. Kavish, CSK or SRH?
uh, SRH are having a bad season, so this match will get them back in the points table. So I'm supporting SRH today.
Okay.
Like if if SRH weren't in a bad position, I would back CSK.
Okay. Pranay?
I will go with CSK, and that's totally just because of the kind of form both teams are having.
Okay. For me
And
today, it's a okay.
yes,
Pranay, please go ahead.
sorry,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
had a question.
Yeah.
In the Sunrisers batting lineup, there is one factor which one piece rather you can say was there a few seasons ago, but which is not there right now. Could you just name him? Both Sahil Amay and Kavish.
Some player you were saying?
Can
Yeah,
you
some
repeat the
player is
question?
missing.
Indian player.
Yeah, he can be an
Shikhar Dhawan?
answer.
Shikhar
Yes, that's
Dhawan.
correct.
Which
Okay.
one? Sorry, I didn't get you.
Dhawan,
Shikhar
Shikhar
Dhawan.
Dhawan.
He
Dhawan.
left
Shikhar
SRH
Dhawan, the
because
opener. Yeah, yeah.
SRH ultimately got him for a steal price, and that hurt his prestige. That's the reason he left SRH and went to Delhi Capitals.
and now ever since he has gone there, I mean, he's on fire. So there's
Yeah, and even in the 2018 season where they reached the finals, he was in great form. So I think
Absolutely.
I think it was probably a mistake, but anyways, gone is gone, can't come back.
yeah,
But I was
yep.
surprised that Manish Pandey missed, in the list of the BCCI contract list. Because he,
Kavish, not only you, sorry to interrupt you, when David Warner was surprised. Then how come Manish Pandey is not in the squad?
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah. So my pick for today, it's conflict of interest for me because you have Kedar Jadhav at one end, you have Ruturaj Gaikwad, but I'll go with Ruturaj Gaikwad since he has looked in great shape in the season. And I think we'll wrap up our show. Match has begun here. Thank you, Pranay, Kavish, and Sahil for joining in. I'll see you again tomorrow before the match begins again.
Sure.
So yeah,
Yeah.
thank you to
Tomorrow
all
we have a
of
double encounter, right? If I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
yeah,
double
yeah.
header. Yep.
Is there a holiday tomorrow? I mean, I saw and there is no holiday in Maharashtra for sure.
I'm not sure why there's a double header tomorrow.
Yeah,
Why
Maybe,
is
yeah.
maybe
Even
we
I'm
keep,
thinking.
yeah.
yeah.
Tomorrow
So
there is election in one area of in a few areas of Calcutta, so maybe that might be the reason.
Wow.
Maybe.
maybe KKR are playing tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow night match, Delhi Capitals versus Kolkata Knight Riders.
Wow.
Okay. So all three
Yeah,
of you, I'll see you tomorrow before the match.
Take care.
We'll probably go 10-15 minutes early live, so we can discuss both the games here. So I'll see you all three of you tomorrow here. Yeah.
Sure. Take care.
yeah.
Take care. Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.
So that
Take
was
care.
Kavish, Pranay, and Sahil. And the match has begun here. Sunrisers are batting first. David Warner, Johnny West, so have opened the innings for Sunrisers. Deepak Chair is batting here. But yeah, so I really hope all of you have made your fantasy picks for today's game. If you haven't, you might just want to cross check of what our picks were. And if you are using price picks for your fantasy games, sign up using our code that is Cricfit and you will get a match deposit up to $100. Use the code Cricfit. Remember, use the code Cricfit. And if you want, you can take a look at our picks for today as well. That's over and under. See if they match your picks for today's game, and then we'll sign off here. So this is Amar Bedkar signing off. But before that, there's the price picks under and over picks for you.